Hi guys, I am here at the Warehouse Gym in West Byfleet. I'm going to sit down with Miss Carli Jay, so let's go in and get cracking. We are going to talk about her fantastic weight loss journey. She does so much now and she is launching something which is incredible, but we want to understand how she got to this process. And just the journey that she's been on, because I find it really inspiring. So
thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, I really appreciate that. So I'm Miss Carli Jay. I'm primarily known for my weight loss journey and my weight loss transformation, but to me it's been so much more than that. It's been a whole lifestyle change, a massive health change. Literally everything in my entire life has changed over the last 4 or 5 years.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about the journey. So, you know, growing up, where did you grow up?
So I was born in Australia.
Nice.
And I grew up there throughout my whole teenage years, my childhood. I'd always been an overweight kid.
Okay.
There's no way of putting it. I was chubby, I was fat, I was obese. I had been my entire life, from being a child, a teenager, into my 20s. And I came from, obviously, Australia, where it's quite sporty, fun, outdoorsy culture, but we also quite big foodies. And even though we eat a lot of healthy, fresh stuff, I was always eating a lot in terms of snacking, calories, coming from a home of very strict parents that you've always got to eat what's on your plate, you're not allowed to leave the table until you've finished, that I was always eating quite adult-sized portions, probably more calories than I really needed as a child and that I was burning off. So even though I was doing sport, I was always snacking and eating. There was no internal threshold of feeling full. I was a bottomless pit.
And didn't you exercise? Did you
I did
PE and stuff like that?
Yeah, we did a lot of sports at school. I was a really keen swimmer, absolutely loved swimming. I did rowing, I did netball, I did tennis. But I always think just because you do sports and you might be a fit person sometimes, that it doesn't always correlate. You can still be unhealthy or put on weight. It does depend on what you're eating and your outputs and things. So as I was a child, it got progressively worse into my teens. I was, by the age of 10, I think I was wearing adult-sized clothing.
Okay.
As a teenager, 14, 15, it was noticeable in photos and with my friends. I was double the size of these girls. When you're growing up, you share with your girls your clothes, you borrow each other's dresses. I couldn't do that. I was not doing that with my friends. They weren't borrowing my clothes.
And at that time, were you concerned, or was it kind of just, I'm living life and enjoying life? Kind of
I think because for me, it was so drummed into me. Oh, that's how you are. You're big, your family's big, it's hereditary, you're big boned. I was like, cool, I'm fat, that's how I am. I was actually a really confident teenager. I was quite popular in high school. I had boyfriends. It didn't ever faze me.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm big. I'm going to go about my life. This is me. This is Carli. Let's go get it.
Cool.
And even in my teenage years, up to 18, 19 years old, I was like that. I was a really outgoing kid. I was into, I was into so many things, whether not so much always sports and that, but even I was into cars and car racing. I was into beauty therapy. I was doing so much stuff as a teenager. I just don't think it fazed me. Nothing in my life stopped me from being overweight.
Got you.
And I got into my early 20s and decided to embark on this massive trip and go traveling the world, backpacking.
Brilliant. Where did you go?
So went to a lot of places, actually. I literally put my life into a 20-kilo backpack.
Wow.
We're doing the whole Aussie backpacking.
Yeah.
25 countries.
25 countries.
In 7
Nice.
months across the world to get from Australia to the UK.
And what was your favourite country?
To be fair, there's so many I can't pinpoint, but I loved starting off in Thailand and Asia, and we eventually ended up in Europe doing the whole Mediterranean summer.
Very nice.
Before coming to the UK.
And what time period did you do it? So did you say 6
7 months.
7 months.
7
months.
So even as a big girl, I went traveling the world, didn't care. I met loads of lovely people, and I got to the UK. I think I arrived here with 20 pounds left in my bank account, needing to get work.
Yeah.
So I fell into a recruitment job. When I got to the UK. And recruitment is quite a demanding industry to be in. That I got here and I started working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, trying to build up my money, thinking I was going to go back to Australia one day.
All right, so you had plans to go back. You never did have plans just to stay.
9 years later, I'm still here. So I never left.
Brilliant.
I found myself here.
Yeah.
I got into this job of recruitment and I started getting even bigger.
Yeah.
So I was putting on more and more weight.
Okay.
And over the first 4 years I lived here in the UK, I got to a UK size 26, 280 pounds, which is 127 kilos.
Wow.
So this girl was wider than she was tall. I'm only 5'3", I'm a shorty. So I was drastically big. It was noticeable on me. My BMI was off the chart, it isn't even on there.
So were you finding comfort in food, or was it
No,
What was
do you know
it
what?
that
Funny enough,
kind of-
it wasn't really. It was almost like habit.
Yeah.
And these are habits I think I've had since a child. It wasn't like emotional eating. It was maybe boredom. But it was this thought of always snacking. Like I always had to have something I was eating, chewing on, doing.
Yeah.
And it was like, even with calories in beverages, I was drinking so much in terms of whether it be a night out drinking cocktails or non-alcoholic, hot chocolates, orange juice, frappuccinos. I was consuming up to 4,000 calories a day.
Wow.
Or
okay.
even sometimes more. That's
Yeah.
double of what a female needs.
Yeah, of course.
Whether it be food, snacks, beverages. And I just kept getting bigger and bigger. But I didn't seem to care. I just kept going up a dress size, buying new clothes. And I was like, yeah, that's me. That's how I am.
Yeah. So then, at what point did you think, I've got to make this change?
So it's like subconsciously something in the back of my mind kept like almost giving me warning signals, like, girl, you need to do something.
Yeah.
You're getting bigger. I had like my first sort of trigger was I went to Mexico for a holiday in 2013, and I was in my bikini because I'm Aussie and we want to tan. Like I didn't care what size I was. I'm wearing a bikini on the beach. And I weighed myself in the hotel.
It's good that you never cared what anybody thought or anything like that.
I think I'm not going to see these people again.
That's what life's about. Yeah, I mean,
I ain't going to see these people. I don't care if they see me. They can look or not look. I had instances of being in a bikini on a beach where people would literally stare.
Really?
But I'm like, mate,
Yeah,
I don't care. I wave.
I'm not here for you. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly,
there was this time once these ladies in France were like staring at me, rubbing lotion into my body.
Yeah.
And then their mother was like staring at me and I was like, hey. And she looked mortified.
Yeah, I can
but,
imagine.
Yeah.
That's always good. It's always a good way
yeah,
to
so that's
to
my
get people
attitude.
back, isn't it?
So I was on holiday in Mexico, and you know how they have scales in the hotel room?
Yeah.
So I thought, I just got to weigh myself. I haven't weighed myself in years. And I think the last time I'd weighed myself was at a doctor's appointment where they do it routinely. So it wasn't even me wanting to do it. And I was 113 kilos. I stepped on the scales and I was 127. And that's when I saw how big I was. I was like, whoa, like I know you've put on weight, but...
Yeah. So had you not been weighing yourself
No, I
before?
never didn't even own scales.
Okay, fine.
And that was like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I'm on holiday. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'll do something about it when I get back. Thinking of like the buffet breakfast that morning. Like I didn't care. So I went about my holiday, came back to the UK, did nothing.
Yeah.
Next holiday, I like to holiday. I like to travel.
I mean, 25 countries in 7
And it
months,
seems to be, it's like a reoccurring thing.
lot,
It's like a punch every time I go on holiday.
Yeah.
I went to Dubai for my 28th birthday.
Cool.
And all I've ever wanted to do was skydive.
Oh, nice.
Jump out of a plane.
Nice.
And like I said before, nothing stops me in my life from doing what I want to do. But I got to this skydive and I couldn't jump.
Okay, how comes?
Because of my weight.
Oh, well, right.
And I was mad. I was like, what?
Okay.
And I was sort of annoyed it was my weight that had stopped me, because in Dubai, they have a weight limit and a BMI limit.
Yeah.
And I wasn't allowed to jump.
Was that because of both?
But yeah, both. Yeah, I was well over. I was gone.
Yeah.
And I was like sort of annoyed. This is the one thing I wanted to do. I hadn't booked it, but like I wanted to go and do it.
Yeah.
So I was so frustrated. I was so irritated. Didn't do it. Came back to the UK. Did nothing.
Yeah. But it was subconsciously, was that still in your mind that?
It was like these little things were starting to knock at me, like, hey girl, we're trying to tell you, we're struggling in here. And it got to February of 2014.
Yeah.
Woke up one morning and I couldn't feel the side of my body. I was like paralyzed. And I was like, what the? Like, I was literally like, what? I couldn't move.
Okay, wow.
And as I sort of started to wake up from like the shock of waking up and not being able to move, I realized it was a trapped nerve. So, you know, when you're sleeping at night, you get a dead arm.
Pins and needles.
Pins and needles, yeah. I was feeling this tingling all down, especially in my hip.
Okay, wow.
And from where I sleep on my side all night, like a log, I literally got a dead side of my body.
Okay.
And at that point, I was like, shit, girl, get up. Get up and move your body.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was like third warning sign, Carli, we're going to literally wake up call. We're going to wake you up and you're not going to be able to feel anything.
Yeah, okay.
And that was my trigger. A lot of people say to me, what's your trigger? We need something to make you lose weight. And that was it.
Fine. So with that then, what steps did you then take? So was it an automatic thing?
It was.
From that day on, were you like, boom?
It was weird. It was
Straight
like, so literally I've never looked back. Last day of February, first day of March, 2014 is like the pinnacle point in my life. I literally got up that day and I was like, girl, you need to do something about your health.
Okay.
It was not about weight loss.
Fine, yeah.
So I was like, you need to get up, you need to do something. You need to start making changes. I tried every fad and gimmick in like under the sun.
Okay.
And I hate them. I absolutely hate them with a passion. Let's make that clear.
Let's just talk a little bit about that. So the teas that are out there and the weight loss supplements and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I've tried everything. Let me tell you, I do not like them.
Okay.
There's actually a company I want to...
So you're hearing this directly from...
Do not use them. They do not work. My theory in life is diet stands for try something for 3 weeks and fail. That is a diet.
Yeah.
Gimmicks and that are there to take your money. They are a marketing gimmick. I've tried everything under the sun. Fat burners, weight loss shakes, meal replacements, low calorie, none of it works.
Yeah.
And I feel if we, like I even tried a magical seed that you're meant to put in hot water at night when I was in Australia that makes you lose weight. It doesn't. Like, I was like, oh my God. It's like I was just spending money for the sake of it because society puts these adverts and celebrities in front of you.
Was it almost like a quick fix as well?
You feel they're going to work. They tell you, just buy this, it's going to work. No, it ain't.
Yeah, okay.
If it was, everyone in the world would be slim.
We've got someone here that's tried
I've tried everything.
Tried that way.
Tried everything.
All the supplements, all of the shakes, and then...
But it's like, my theory is, if
yeah.
you're going to spend 100, 200, 300 pounds on this stuff and use 6 months of your life, that time is going to pass anyway.
Yeah.
Do it right. Keep your money. Buy yourself a dress, 2 dress sizes smaller as a reward. Buy yourself a holiday as a reward.
Nice.
We're not puppies. Don't feed me food as a reward. Do something for you with that money. Don't give it to a marketing company.
I love the fact that you said buy a dress 2 sizes
something
smaller
you know you're going to
as a
achieve
reward,
it.
so
I guarantee it.
It's kind of a sense of achievement.
My theory is if you want something bad enough and you really do actually be persistent, consistent, put the hard work in, you will get there.
You'll get there.
And I realized that's the one thing I hadn't tried.
Yeah.
Like I tried all these gimmicks in life, probably though with not the actual intention to lose weight. It was more the stigma. If people see I'm trying, they're not going to bother me.
Fine, got you.
I didn't actually care to lose weight.
And have you ever been, so obviously now that you've had that fantastic weight loss journey, have you ever been approached by any of these companies to say stuff like...
Funny enough, I did have one of these skinny teas or booties things. Once they'd approached me on Instagram and asked me to do a post selling their products for £1,000.
So after your transformation journey?
So they'd asked me to put their post up and I was like, no, F you. I wouldn't do it for 10 grand.
Yeah.
I'm not going to promote stuff that I do not believe in.
Of course.
And I don't believe that they should be using people that don't use their products. They don't have results of their own.
So this kind of,
seek
that's
out
what I was
other
going to say,
people.
this kind of goes to show that actually those teas and
they don't work.
companies don't work
They're
at all.
actually diuretics.
They're looking for people
They're actually diuretics that get rid of the good nutrients in your body, make you go to the toilet, but it actually rids your body of all the good things as well. They're diuretics. That's what they are.
Got you. Well, you heard that here first.
There you go.
Or second, but just in...
Yeah. It's not rocket science. So I decided to do that. I was going to, get up, get moving, get healthy.
Yeah.
So that day after work, I came home. Didn't even own any proper gym clothes or gym shoes. I had some old crappy clothes I cleaned the house and the car in, put them on. And funny enough, I had this old Tesco's exercise bike in my lounge room.
Yeah.
I'd brought it years earlier. Who knows why? I walked into Tesco's and saw a product and I was like, oh, I might buy this. I might get healthy one day.
Good. Well, came in handy, didn't it?
Funny enough, I ended up, it's like an old cross trainer / cycle bike.
Yeah.
And I thought, all right, I'm going to do 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. And that day I did.
Yeah.
Because all I was aiming to do was get circulation going in my body from lack of it.
Got you.
Because I was doing no movement. I was walking from my car each day to the office. I used to smoke, drink, everything that I was like, I need to get healthy.
Yeah.
So I got on this exercise bike and I cycled. And I remember at the end of the 15 minutes, I was like, oh my God, I did it.
Brilliant.
That was day one.
A whole 15 minutes as your first bit of exercise.
Because I can be active. I can walk for hours if people ask me to. Like, I'm quite an active person because I never cared to. I was lazy.
Yeah.
But it was so funny. I remember cycling and being like, I did it. And to this day, people always say to me, I don't know how to start. Where do I start? We all know how to walk. We all know how to move our body. I don't care if you jump in your lounge room for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Everyone can start, but they procrastinate. They want someone to do it for them. Yeah. They can't. You have to be the one.
It's almost the easy way out, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, ask someone how to start. I'm going to be raw with this. Everyone knows how to start. Yeah. You just have to get up and move. Brilliant. That is my key. So that day I was like, oh my God, I've done it. And it was like, okay, I think that night I had a slightly healthier meal than I probably usually would. It probably wasn't anything drastically different. But I thought, all right, I'm going to do this small. Mm-hmm. Every day I'm going to do something for me. Yeah. And I decided, I'm going to come home, do 15 minutes. It went to 20 minutes. It went to 25, 30. Because
How did you find the motivation to do that?
So it almost became addictive. And when you start to do things small, you start to love the process. If I told you to go run an hour, you'd hate it. And your body would say, I don't want to do this anymore. But if you start to do things that makes you feel good,
20 minutes today, 30 minutes tomorrow.
you get addicted.
45.
You want to do it more and more. And I was finding 30 hours a week to watch TV. Like, I was a TV box set junkie. I watched them all.
What's your favourite box set?
Probably like Breaking Bad or Prison Break or
yeah.
Sopranos.
All up there.
Yeah, my guilty pleasures or the reality TV. I even watch that crap.
Oh, gosh.
But it makes me cycle. So
Yeah, of course.
for hours.
So you're doing this while you're on the...
I thought I'm going to move my butt from the couch to the cycle bike
Brilliant.
and I'm going to watch TV.
Nice.
And that's what I did.
Nice.
And to go with that, to get my body moving, I thought I need to start eating better. I need to start treating what I'm putting in my body as much as I'm worried about my health and my limbs.
Yeah.
So I wrote down everything I was eating. And that's when I figured out I was eating like 4,000 plus calories a day.
Okay.
And I decided to make small changes. Like I did a lot of research, Googling. I'm fascinated by nutrition and the body. So I often research a lot of things myself. I've never had a personal trainer. I've never had a dietitian.
Wow.
So I started making small changes. That list I had, I call it my swap list.
Yeah.
You know, instead of having a whole pizza, I'd have half a pizza and a salad. Instead of
Good.
having like a massive pasta dish, I might have a smaller one with more vegetables.
Yeah.
Because funny enough, I always love fruit and vegetables. I love yogurt, nuts, things like that. But even when
So
you're eating...
the right thing is just find moderation.
But
You won't have it in
this is my
moderation.
problem. From that portion size control, even from a child, you could give me nuts to eat. Instead of having a handful, I want the whole bag.
Yeah, fine.
I just never had this threshold of full. I still have to be conscious of it today.
Brilliant.
Because
Yeah.
for 28 years of my life, I ate everything I wanted, when I wanted. I didn't care. No one told me otherwise.
Yeah.
So I had to sort of get accustomed to this change of my body doing things differently. So I started removing like 200 calories, 300 calories,
Yeah,
400
of course,
calories,
got you.
getting myself down to 2,000.
Yeah.
Going along with that exercise, drinking more water, sleeping better, I started to notice a difference.
Okay.
And this is when I was like, wow, I can lose weight. My mum always said it's hereditary, you're big boned. Like literally, I was like, oh my God, I can lose weight. And that's when my journey changed a bit, that it wasn't just about health, it always will be. But that's when I was like, oh my God, I can lose weight.
Yeah.
For every woman in this world or man that says, I can't lose weight,
Yeah.
you can. Trust me, and all you need is you. Like
Brilliant.
that's my motto.
Brilliant. And I'm going to show, we're going to put up the picture
Yeah.
of you, of the transformation. So that's such a great story that, you know, it's almost like from, I had a spark. The spark then led me to start doing things little by little,
Yeah.
bigger. Then I decided, you know, I'm going to move on to do what now then? How did you transform into the gym?
So this is the thing. The first 4 months of my journey, I did at home in my lounge room on this old bike from Tesco's, and I got some few pieces off eBay, like some dumbbells and some kettlebells. Did all my own research of what I wanted to do to help my arms, you know, our bingo wings that us women love. And then I was like craving more. I was like, I love this. I want to do something more. And I decided at that point I wanted to like get a gym or start going to a gym. And I was like, yeah. But I was like, I don't even have any gym shoes or clothes. And I remember I was about to go on holiday and I thought, I'm going to join a gym when I get back. But I went up to Nike up in Oxford Circus. And this is how much I'd never even been in a clothing shop in years because they don't sell my sizes.
Okay.
That I arrived on a Sunday at Oxford Circus and the shops weren't even open yet. I didn't even know what time shops open. That shows you. I don't even
What time do they open in Australia then?
Oh, it was about 10 or 11 on a Sunday. I think it was midday on Oxford Street or something.
Yeah.
And I got there and I was like, what? The shops aren't even open.
Yeah,
but that's how little I went shopping because shops don't stock clothing for bigger women's. Well, they're better now, I got to admit that. A lot of places are a lot better.
Got you.
But back 3-4 years ago, I remember I never shopped in shops. I just order online and hope for the best that it fitted me. And if not, you send it back.
You can send it back. So just to kind of get your thoughts on that. So
Yeah.
I remember I was reading a few articles and there was some campaigners saying, don't sell bigger size clothes because bigger women or bigger men should be forced to wear smaller clothes, so to lose weight. And what are your thoughts on that?
Look, everyone needs to wear clothing. It does not mean because we're bigger, we're completely unhealthy and we should be disadvantaged. I'm not saying big people are always unhealthy or have to lose weight.
Yes.
So no matter what size you are in this world, you should be able to wear what you want, all shapes and sizes. You shouldn't have different clothing for size 20 plus and nicer clothing for under 20. I believe that clothing companies need to be more aware of that, and especially sporting brands may be offering more for women.
I mean, I suppose if sporting brands aren't offering the clothes for bigger men, bigger women, how are they supposed to work out?
That's what I mean.
So it's not fair.
No, I think it is, and you need to stock all the same clothes. I know some in store they may not have every size, but it was quite interesting for me to be able to walk into a store and finally try on a piece of clothing. I was like, I didn't even know what size I was anymore because in that first 4 months of training at home, I'd lost about 4 stone. Wow. And I didn't realize it until people started saying it to me and I started seeing pictures and I was weighing myself and I was seeing the weight coming off. Yeah. So it was amazing to go into a store and be able to buy my first pair of Nike trainers. Brilliant. I was like, obviously I had trainers back in Australia earlier.
But I mean, your first runners. Yeah.
So, and buy some clothes and I was like so excited. I wanted to go to a gym now with my new gym outfit because we all know we train better in new clothes.
In new gym gear. Brilliant.
So yeah, I went on this holiday, came back, and I joined my local Pure gym.
Cool.
And I remember I was so excited to go. I'm not one of these unconfident people. Like I know a lot of women do struggle going to the gym or thinking, oh, I don't know what to do, or people are going to look at me.
Yeah.
I didn't have any of that.
Unsolicited approaches.
Yeah. I'd always been quite confident. So I remember walking in Pure gym. I went to the change rooms, got on my treadmill, put my earphones in. I was just about to get going. Yeah. And this PT comes up next to me. He's like, hi, how are you? You're new here. Are you looking to lose weight? You want to do some personal training? And I was like, whoa, calm down, mate. No thanks. I'm doing this on my own. Yeah, I've already lost 4 stone.
Yeah. So the PT had no idea.
No. And I remember I'd put my earphones back in and I kept going and his mouth was like.
Yeah.
But my point was, salesman 101, bad salesman. Don't ever assume what someone is at the gym for. Yeah. You don't know where they are in their journey, what they're there for. They might be wanting to put on weight, lose weight, build muscle. Just there to relax. Yeah. So this guy, to bless him, I'm actually really good friends with him now. He's a lovely, lovely person. But I remember his approach. I was like, you assumed I wanted to lose weight. Yeah. You did not know I'd already lost 4 stone.
You basically came in and
you came at me.
Fat, yeah.
You came at me. Mate, I was fat at the time. I don't care. Like I know that, but I didn't need him.
Yeah.
I wanted to do this on my own, and that was my whole thing through this journey. That I wanted to prove to anyone out there wanting to lose weight, all you need is you.
Didn't need a personal trainer. Didn't need
never had any fads, gimmicks. Never had a personal trainer. I was a normal woman, 28 years old, working a full-time job. Yes, you can buy gym memberships and that, but you don't actually. I could have done the whole journey in my lounge room, but I chose to go to a gym, and not an expensive one either.
Yeah. And is there a reason you chose to go to the gym?
It was, I do, to be fair, I actually do a massive range in my journey. So from starting at the gym, I do a lot of things outdoors. I do Bikram yoga. I go stand-up paddleboarding on the River Thames.
Brilliant.
People think I'm mental. This girl going down the River Thames. I do a lot. Like I love mixing up my routines, my workouts, not to get bored. And it's not about just going and running every day for an hour. Yeah. I started going every day. I sometimes go 2 days a week. I do 2 times a day.
2 times a day, yeah.
I don't rarely have a rest day because exercise to me is rest. I still might go for a walk. I even find myself in the gym on a Saturday night.
You have to keep active.
I love it. It's a passion now. It's not a chore. Yeah. And that's the difference. If you'd be forced to do something or try and follow someone else's routine or workout, you feel it's a chore. Yeah. For me, this was an addictive passion. I wanted to be there. I'm not out shopping in Westfields on a Saturday or at the bar on a Saturday night. I was in the gym at 11 o'clock one Saturday. I quit smoking, I quit drinking. It's just like my lifestyle changed.
Just changed completely.
And it was for me.
Yeah. And did you have any setbacks because that is such a great transformational story. I'm sure there must have been some points where you were like, probably won't give up, or...
Jen, it's so hard. People always say to me, when did you lose motivation, or did you lose motivation? The funniest thing, I didn't. Okay. Since the day that wake-up call in 2014, I've powered through this. Like, I think I rarely take a rest day. Okay. If I do, I don't like it. Yeah.
It's a lifestyle.
I love it because it's not about pushing and forcing myself to do something. If today I don't want to do an hour in the gym, I might go for a little walk. I might do stretching at home or skipping or ride on my bike and watch a movie. I actually still do that.
Got you.
And I feel it's really about listening to you and not what other people feel or think you should do. It's about me. Yeah. And over the years, I've changed my food. Like, everything's been gradual to me, and it was about setting these realistic goals. Yeah. So as I joined that gym and started seeing the weight really coming off, that's when my journey changed to be about weight loss. And I decided at that point I wanted to lose half my body weight in 2 years. So realistic, I thought...
So you've literally set out those goals.
Well, that's it. I thought... I'm getting healthy and I'm actually seeing the weight coming off. This is working. So what's stopping me from losing half? I remember being in my house thinking, I'm going to do this. I'm going to lose 10 stone.
Yeah, wow. That is a lot. That is
63 kilos. Yeah. And I remember I did. I got to 2016 and we were approaching the February, and I knew it was coming up, and everything was sort of being a catalyst for my journey, and I was getting really excited. and everyone kept saying to me, you should write a book, you should do an Instagram, and I was like, oh my God, why would people want to see this? I'm just some chubby kid from Manly Beach in Australia. Why do you want to see this? So one night I decided to start an Instagram, and this is about midway through my journey. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. Didn't tell anyone. I set up a brand new Instagram, Miss Carli Jay _healthy living.
Yeah, it's going to be below or up, one of them.
Yeah, so I started this Instagram and I posted this transformation picture, and I still remember it. It was like 3 pictures. It was me as 280 pounds.
Yeah. Me
halfway through my journey. So at that stage, I'd probably lost 5 or 6 stone. Oh no, sorry, I did halfway. So I did like a 2-3 stone weight loss, and then the 6 stone at the time.
Got you.
I remember posting it, and I went to bed. And I woke up with like 1,000 followers and all these likes and comments, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what? And it was at this point I realized all these messages started coming through of people saying, you know, we like you because you're real, you're raw, you're a normal girl working a full-time job, you're not trying to sell us stuff. And that made me keep posting. You know, every day I was posting 3-4 pictures. Every week I was posting transformation pictures. I was giving tips, advice.
Brilliant.
I was answering everyone's queries. And it just kept growing. You know, within 8 weeks, I had 8,000 followers.
Wow.
By a year, I had 50,000. And that's when my story, this is back before, about 4 years ago, when there wasn't as many transformations on IG. Now there's more there.
There's quite a few.
But it was, a lot of people were picking up my story. Magazines here, magazines in Australia.
Yeah, I saw you in the Daily Mail. Quite a few magazines.
I woke up to all these calls from people in Australia thinking someone had died, and it was 2015, and my family hadn't seen me in 5 years, and I was on the top story of the Daily Mail Australia.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, does Australia not have something bigger to report on? But it was.
I mean, that is a fantastic story. So don't take anything away.
No, I know, but
you know what you've achieved. But
I was like, what? I don't get it. And that's when I realized there was this need and this want for people wanting a truth, wanting an advice with weight loss.
Yeah.
And at that point of growing my Instagram, I thought, you know what, I'm going to write this book.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Brilliant.
Like, why not? So I started writing my book, and still going on with my journey, trying to write this book about all the questions and the advice I was getting.
Yeah.
And as I got through my journey, I realized it was coming closer to my 30th birthday at the end of 2015, and soon to be the 2-year mark of my goal.
Yeah.
And my 30th birthday was like a pinnacle moment that for the first time in my life, I could fit into a size 8 black dress.
Wow.
And it was like, It was just this thing like, oh, thank you.
Big clap.
It's not about size.
It's not about size, but it's about achievement, isn't it? Because that's like, the dress that you bought.
Well, in my life, I thought that would never even fitted on my thigh.
Yeah.
So it wasn't about necessarily the size, but it was more this moment that I could for my birthday. And I still got that dress.
Brilliant.
And as I got through that birthday and into 2016, the 2-year mark of my goal was approaching.
Awesome.
And at the very end of February, I hit my goal of 10 stone gone in 2 years, all by myself, no trainer, no family, no partner. Just a handful of really good friends spurring me on.
Literally, absolutely amazing. Did you do anything to kind of mark that?
Yeah, so to be fair, I got to that. It was massive, and I don't want to take away from that or be down on myself or anything. I got to that point though, and it was like, oh, what now? And everyone kept saying to me, oh, is it over now? Have you finished? And I thought, no, this doesn't stop. It doesn't stop to the day I die. Like, I suddenly realized, this is me now. I'm not old Carli. I am still going to do this as my life. I'm still going to be healthy every day. I'm still going to eat well. I'm going to go on. I'm going to, help my body get more muscle, tonen up my skin, get fitter, run longer. So I realized it was never going to be the end of my journey. It was just a goal I'd reached. Now it was time to set some new goals.
Sweet.
But I was at this point that I realized I want to do something for me to thank myself. I'm proud of me. At the end of the day, I'm not one of these people that says it's me versus me.
Yeah.
No, it's me supporting me.
Nice, I like that.
You're your best friend. You're the person you speak to the most in the world. You've got to support yourself. And I thought, you know what, I need to do something to mark this. So I took my ass back to Dubai, and I went and did that skydive I could never do.
Brilliant. How did it feel walking back up there again?
I get goosebumps now talking about it, and you can watch the video on my YouTube channel, but I remember getting there and I was like, literally, we booked the first jump that morning, because I'm like, we're doing it, we're going. And I remember getting there, And even though I knew I was going to make the weight this time, it was still so nerve-wracking.
Yeah, because I can imagine, did you start having thoughts of last time?
Yeah, I was going anxiety, and it wasn't even about the jump.
Yeah.
I was worried about the check-in. And I remember getting there, and the girl got her clipboard, and she weighed me, and she measured me, and I wore my Nike high tops that day, because I was like, just in case, give me an extra inch. And I remember my friend said, your face, you were like this against the wall. And she measured me, and she weighed me.
Yeah.
She looked at her clipboard, she looked at me, and she goes, you're good to go.
Brilliant.
And I remember I just... I just dropped to the floor, and I was literally in tears.
Yeah, wow.
And my friend was like, are you all right? And I was like, yeah, I'm done. I've done the jump.
Yeah.
And I remember I even asked them to go first. I laughed the whole way up. I laughed the whole way down. And the guy even said to me, I've never seen someone so excited about jumping out of a plane.
Because it wasn't just about jumping out of a plane. It was like, the experience of having been rejected because of a reason.
Because of my weight. And that pissed me off. Nothing in my life stops me. And I was pissed off. It was my own self that stopped me.
Yeah.
So being able to do the jump was just the most amazing thing.
Brilliant.
And then I came back and I kept going. Like, it wasn't just because I'd hit my goal, that was not the end. Take a moment, reward yourself, appreciate what you've done, but get back to it.
Yeah.
And that was my point. I was like, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing this. I hate running. I'm going to put that out there. But I was like, no, I'm going to love running. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do more. And that's when I brought the paddleboard to go paddleboarding on the Thames. I started doing yoga. I started doing all this stuff. I thought, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm healthy now. I'm not obese Carli. And I started doing more to do with giving advice and tips. And I started, over the year or two after, it was about the maintenance. I didn't want to be this stereotype that puts it all back on.
Yeah, of course not.
There was a couple of points I could have. Like last year, I actually went through I had a really bad lower back, a slip disc, and then I actually had a major shoulder operation.
Oh, wow.
And I knew at that point I wasn't going to be able to do as much exercise. I still do enjoy food and things like that. So I thought, take the time to recover well, get yourself good. Yeah. I did put on about 6 or 8 kilos.
I was going to say, were you worried that you would
I think mentally for me, I was like, oh my God, I don't want to put on all the weight.
Especially being a fitness junkie.
Yeah, and like for me, it's about being active and enjoying life. And I thought, I'm not going to be able to do some of these things. So I just remember, like last year, let yourself have it, enjoy it. I know you can lose the weight again because you've done it before. So I'm spending the months at the moment, actually, I'm post-surgery, rehab, going through physio, still working on me, still getting back to that. But it's been like a monumentous journey, I think, in a way of being able to experience this myself and wanting to help others through it.
Of course, got you.
Yeah, so...
Brilliant. So then, that's been such an amazing story.
Yeah.
Such an amazing story. And I hope it inspires like a lot of people out there that are either going through the same thing or even just to, mentally just think, actually I can just think about being a better me.
Yeah, that's my thing.
And it's, now what do you do?
So,
because I remember you saying you've set some stuff up.
So through all of this, there's only so much free advice I can give through Instagram captions and YouTube videos, and I realize there's such a market out there for all the fitness trainers, all the fitness celebrities, all the bloggers. I just thought there's not out there someone who has been obese for so long of their life. Like, fitness and obesity don't correlate all the time. You can have so much health and fitness in the world. It's one of the biggest industries, yet obesity is the second worst health problem. They don't correlate. And I realize there's a massive part of the world out there that no matter how much exercise and eating what you do, I was still obese. So I wanted to now take my life from my professional world of recruitment. I'm going to leave my day job.
Yeah.
I've actually set up my website and my full brand, MissCarliJay.com.
Awesome.
And I want to do this to help do bespoke things, life coaching, working with obesity, doing a lot more motivational talks and collabs, even with papers and writing articles to do with tips and advice and things. And alongside that, I've written this all into an autobiography.
Brilliant.
So I signed my book deal last year, and it will be out mid-2019.
2019, we're looking forward to that.
Half the size, but twice the life.
Lovely.
And it's not just about weight loss, but it is stemming from my story of weight loss, and I wanted to talk about all the problems we may have, all the solutions, because I guarantee you I will find you a solution for anything you throw at me.
Awesome.
But it's showing people that all you need is you. If you truly believe in it and your mentality, you can have anything you want.
Yeah.
Whether it be a fitness goal or it might be a financial goal, you want to get a car, you want to buy a house. I want to show people through my experience of life, traveling the world, making it on your own, weight loss, health, whatever it might be, you can change your life to how you want it.
Brilliant.
And for me, it's about, you can still love yourself how you are, and you have to love yourself how you are, But it's about, if you want to be better, there's no shame in that. It's not saying you're not confident.
Yeah.
There's always a better you inside. And I believe that if you want something, love the process, love the journey, don't cut corners, don't take gimmicks, don't do shortcuts, do it right, put the work in, and you'll have it. And that's so now I've launched this whole brand, my website, my book coming out. I'm going to be doing recipe books, loads of stuff just to help people, whether you're obese or not obese and you just want to reach a goal. I believe there's a big market out there for that. Even though the health and fitness industry is booming, I believe there is a part of me that, from my experience of being obese, that we are missing still in.
And I was going to say that as well, because I feel from your perspective, somebody that has been there and done it speaks in a lot more, you know, a lot better about it than somebody that hasn't and is just training you.
And it's no disrespect to any personal trainer, anyone out there. They can help people lose weight.
If you've worn the t-shirt, you know the mentality
I just think there's
the physicalness.
If it was that easy, and the science of losing weight, eat better, exercise more, the concept of losing weight is easy. But doing so is a very different story for a lot of people. If it was that easy, everyone in the world would be slim. We'd all be skinny. We'd all be, slim. But there's something that's not right, I think, with the industry and the health industry of being obese. We're missing something with helping these people.
Got you.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So that's what I want to do.
Well, Carli, it has been amazing. Thank you very much for taking the time out to just chat to us, really, and sharing your journey with everybody. We really look forward to seeing your book, website, and everything, really. And just, wish you all the best and hope to see you on Forbes.
Thanks, guys.
Forbes Fitness. So,
I will be there.